momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. All the way out to the 46-yard line before he's run out of bounds, and what a job by this special teams unit. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pick. The defense cuts him down.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the big fullback. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Hughes. Breaks the tackle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is an offense that really prides themselves on being able to run the football. And on the first 4 plays of the game, they're doing exactly that. They're trying to let these big guys up front get into a rhythm. They're feeding their backs the football, and they're sending a very clear message to the defense that we are going to pound you into submission.
Lets him fly. He's open on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Getting set for the extra point effort, putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Diggs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
With jet sweep pass. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback making adjustments. Got room to work. Oh, a lot of space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. But that's the play, that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Hughes. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying play action. Got it! He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Simmons. Good timing on the quick out. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. Gets it past the mark. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on 1st down. He's got it. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the ref. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. May change this route. They'll send the tight end in motion. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Now on the option. Turning on the Jets. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Split backs here. To the air. It's Simmons. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time, couple of plays into the end zone. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Moore will throw. Got his man on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the change.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
And I think there's so many guys that think they can outrun guys and make plays, and sometimes you got to realize when a play's over and just get north-south, but QB's trying to outrun guys. The defense does a great job staying exactly where they're supposed to be, playing discipline, and getting the huge loss and the huge stop.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown. Oh, miss. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Hughes. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Rebels! How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. More to the air. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And back to the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Hughes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's low. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The play action fake. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Find some fresh air. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Ducks are rolling down the field. Pulls it in. It's Hughes.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good.
And into the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Creates a little room. Looking for room at the 40. All kinds of room to the right. He's loose. 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
To make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The option look. He'll pitch it. Runs through the tackle. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Oh, he's got a chance. Wide open spaces. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Rebels have moved it inside the 20. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Shakes off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He caught it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself and then put points on the board. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they pay off the drive, covering just 22 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Moore will throw. Release to the back. With the catch, it's Hughes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making checks. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He'll ride his man on the option. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, 3rd and long, and this defense is thinking pass, pass, pass. Offense, nice job. They sneak a run in there, kind of catch them off guard. Quarterback keeps the football, gets some yardage, and now makes this 4th down more manageable.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. Moore to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Ducks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Slings it downfield. The quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Buys a little time with his feet. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covered. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Handoff to the lone back. Lots of running room. just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Rebels will hustle to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. After this, it'll be a wrap. He'll set up to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A great catch and run for 6.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
That last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. One more play to pad the stats. Moore to the air. Buys a little time. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings
It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating. Represent time to figure out where on the coaching. Now for the fun part. Here, you'll create a coach of your own or select an existing one. Now it's time to choose your coach's archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What's most important to you? Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent, or putting your team in the best position to win? Congratulations. It's time to sign your first coaching contract. Let's quickly walk through recruiting in EA Sports College Football 26. Our recruiting system follows a three-stage approach. Stage 1, add a player to your recruiting board. Once they're there, you can select actions to gain intel on what they value when it comes to committing to a school. These actions also help to get on a recruit's radar and can move you into their top schools. Once you're in a recruit's top 5, Stage 2 commences, allowing you to pitch to a player the things your school does well that they value. If you're having trouble finding interest that match, try to use the sway mechanic to get a recruit to change their mind. Finally, when a recruit is ready, Stage 3 is all about you closing on the recruit. It's at this point you can host the recruit on campus, allowing you to focus on specific school strengths in an effort to get a verbal commitment from the recruit before signing day.